Good evening. You're watching VoxeriaNews. Tonight, a story that could reshape the balance of power in the Middle East and directly impact the United States. Tensions are rising between the Trump administration and Israel, one of America's closest allies, over a rapidly escalating conflict involving Lebanon and Hezbollah. And the big question tonight, are we witnessing the beginning of a major geopolitical fracture? Here's what we know so far. Breaking tonight. A growing divide between Washington and Tel Aviv as military actions linked to Lebanon spark urgent concerns inside the U.S. government. Early reports suggest disagreements over strategy, escalation risks, and regional consequences. And now, officials are asking, could this conflict spiral beyond control? This is a developing story, and the implications could be global. At the center of this unfolding crisis is a widening gap in strategy between the United States and Israel. While both nations remain allies, their approach to the Lebanon situation appears to be diverging. Israel has reportedly intensified operations targeting Hezbollah positions in southern Lebanon, but Washington is increasingly concerned about escalation. Here's the critical issue. Hezbollah is not just a local force. It's a heavily armed group with deep regional ties, and any expansion of this conflict could draw in multiple actors. U.S. officials are now warning that further escalation could destabilize the entire region, including key shipping routes and energy supplies. But here's where it gets complicated. Israel sees these operations as necessary for national security, especially after ongoing threats from Hezbollah. Meanwhile, inside Washington, discussions are intensifying. Some officials are pushing for restraint, while others stress the importance of supporting an ally. And the bigger question is, can the U.S. influence Israel's next move? Or is this situation already moving beyond diplomatic control? On the ground, civilians remain at risk. Reports suggest rising tensions near border regions. International leaders are now watching closely, because any miscalculation here could trigger a wider regional conflict. And experts are warning, this situation has the potential to impact global markets, oil prices, and U.S. national security. But this is only the beginning. Diplomatic efforts are still underway, yet uncertainty remains high. What happens next could redefine alliances, reshape strategy, and alter the course of global stability. But this is only the beginning. What happens next could change everything. Experts are now warning of wider consequences. The situation remains highly unpredictable. Tonight's story is still developing, and as new details emerge, the world is watching closely. For the United States, the stakes are high. For the region, the risks are even higher. We'll continue to bring you updates as this situation unfolds. I'm your host, and this is Voxeria News. Stay informed. Stay ahead.